Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got kind of a cool episode. I'm very excited for a lot of people to hear this because we got a 2K player. He tuned into the stream and yeah, I just asked him to record a few things and just kind of go over his process of twos and how he thinks about it. And I just kind of picked his brain throughout this video, so I thought it'd be very beneficial for a lot of the GC players that come into my channel and just kind of want to grow and kind of learn. Because it helped me a lot, kind of rewire the way I thought about a lot of things. So I just thought it'd be very beneficial for you guys. But yeah, his name's Spoody. You might see him throughout the Twitch streams, here and there. But yeah, I'm super thankful for that. We might be doing some other videos with him, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's just get right into it, man.
Mates that are like just completely off that day, and like the thing about it is like everyone's gonna have bad days. Like he probably isn't even he's probably at that MMR for a reason. It's just he's having a really rough session, and or it could just be one rough game. uh so I never really take it like solo queue losses don't really matter as long as you're learning from them. Which I didn't The only things I learned from that game were just work on mechanics, but I'm in college, so I don't have too much time to work on mechanics. So I'm not too worried about like little mechanical mistakes. I'm more worried about like decision making and just stuff that I can maintain without needing like hours of training.
For sure.
He's gonna take bad kickoff of my teammate, so they're gonna get my corner, and then I can't even do anything about it. But that's just how it be in solo queue.
Yeah.
Uh, I'll have to start cheating harder, I guess, to counter for it. So I'm gonna try to cheat up quicker so I can get a touch early, and then now I can actually get back to my boost. And good save. I don't think I can get to that quick enough. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try to. I don't want to hit it too far ahead, but I wasn't really able to control that. That's kind of You're kind of hoping that you can control the ball, and if you can't, then you kind of just have to like put it in an awkward spot. Um, Gonna take this corner. It's an unfortunate demo. I'm just gonna have to play the block here. And then, alright, yeah, just try to cut this space off. Nice.
Nice
So,
shot.
yeah, well done by Ross to capitalize on that one. Kickoffs haven't been going too hot, so I'm gonna try to get this one very like neutral. Yeah, and then I can take my teammate can go again. I'm gonna take my mid boost, and he can probably shoot. Yeah, it's a good attempt. I'm gonna jump just because I don't see any of them jumping, and yeah, well done. So well played by my teammate to get another 50 on that. Gonna go for the car on him just because I can't really get to the ball. And now I'm gonna make sure he doesn't get my boost, and now I can actually drop this down and then jump and solo it just try to get a 50, and now my teammate can solo from there. A lot of twos is forcing 50s to your teammate when you can't do something yourself. So I'm gonna play backward here, and then we're gonna try to take space away, and now he can't really do anything. And now I'll get back here. Just try to get another 50 on this. I don't just want to like hit it away for free, because now my teammate can go. Oh, I'm gonna have to cover for him there, and then we're gonna wait for the shot. All right, so we're gonna cut space by jumping early. I can kind of predict that he's gonna go high, and even if he doesn't, then my teammate can play it. This should be a goal. Yeah, so right there, I basically just see that the first guy is probably gonna set up an air dribble, pre-jump him, and then the second guy, I just want to take a 50. You want to try to avoid making one touches, as in like hitting the ball in a way where you're not going to be able to follow it up again unless you have a good reason for it. Like clearing to space is like a good reason for it, but like otherwise you kind of want to try to avoid like just touching the ball and then like not actually being able to do anything else with it. So now I need to beat this guy to the ball, so that's why I need to hit it away there, because my teammate kind of put us in a bad spot. And now I just need to sit back, kinda. I need boosts, so I'm kind of playing for this corner boost. And now I'm just gonna evaluate the space, so I'll beat one and then demo the other. I didn't get it. This puts my teammate in a bad spot. That was a risky play, but I have a little bit of faith in him because he's not playing too bad. Nice. I'll go up and try to control this. I'm not gonna get the control touch. Bad read, but teammate gets a shot. And oh, okay, cool.
Oh, how'd that go?
Yeah, tech, I guess. But right there, I was trying to get it. I wanted to control touch, but it's pretty late for me because I wake up at mad early for school. So I'm not gonna be too worried about mechanics. It's more, I had the idea right, and that's what's important. If you mess up like a mechanic or something, just note that you could improve that. You might want to look at it, like improving that with training packs or something. But understand that like as long as you were trying to go for the right thing, then it's not anything to like rage about. I'm gonna have to wait because my teammate had no boost to actually go. Just take this space away. Teammate didn't really read the 50, but I can get behind him now. Gotta play the shot here. Gonna control this to my corner to keep possession, and now I'll get a solo out of it. Gonna fake this. Let my team. It's a bad 50 by me. Good save by my teammate. I'm gonna try to get a kill or just cut this space off so that he can't do anything with it. Great beat by the other guy, but I should be able to get 50s to like stop this from going straight into my net. I have no boost. And that's a good shot. Good save by my teammate. I'm gonna have to try to pre-jump this. A great shot. Yeah, that's my bad. I needed to manage my boost better to get a touch on that ball off the wall, or I could have just like played it lower. There was no need to do all of the extra stuff. Gonna dunk this guy, and then I'm gonna try to demo the teammate too. And didn't get the demo. If I got the demo, it would have been a goal. Gonna rush back now. I can cut this space for my teammate and now beat this guy. And then now I have a 50. He got my boost. That was pretty lucky. Try to put it mid for my teammate and bump. Nice, good touch by him. I need to get boosts. Nice. Okay, this touch is pretty predictable. I'm gonna control it to the side, and then it's not the best bounce for me. Teammate should have. Oh, nice. Okay, not terrible. I kind of have to wait to see what's gonna happen, but I need to move up a bit at least. Gonna wait for the touch here, and then I can jump and wow. Okay, not the best reads for me tonight, but you know, you're gonna have good days, bad days. Gonna try to pass to my teammate. Bump this guy. Should be a goal. Nice.
So like, what are your like top three things you're looking for when you just join into a like 2v2 lobby?
I would say as in like what do you can you elaborate a bit more about like what do you mean by what am I looking for?
Yeah. So
That,
like
that's a
like
bad
what kind of things are you just trying to do in your own playstyle? So like cutting space or taking good 50.
Oh
Like
yeah, yeah.
what are like the main things you look for when you're playing in that type of
What? Oh, okay, okay.
environment?
Yeah, that's a good question. I thought you meant originally my answer would be like, yeah, I look who I'm playing against. So
Yeah, yeah.
I look at the what team I'm on. Yeah. So yeah, what I'm looking for when I personally load into a twos lobby is the main thing for me is just to outpace everyone else because that's how you're gonna improve the most. If you're playing faster than everyone, then you're forcing yourself to have to make really fast reads and make really fast, like perform mechanics really fast. Which it's tough because you're gonna troll a lot. Like if you noticed in that game, I missed a bunch of reads. Like I would say like, oh, I'm gonna try to control it, and I would just like hit it away. But that's just how it is when you're playing to improve. And then the second thing is I'm looking for possession. I want to try to control the ball to space rather than banging it away. It's really hard to play fast and control the ball at the same time, but that's what differentiates like your average SSL from like a pro is just being able to control it at speed. Am I playing Cageinator? If that's the Cage, I know he's a pretty good player. I don't think that's him though. And then the third thing would be overall, I just want to challenge quickly and take away space, and then also be a really close second man on the ball. Because basically, if you think about the way like twos works in a general sense, you have like a player on the ball challenging, and then you have the 2 second men have to play off of that 50. So if you're playing closer and more aggressive than the other team's second man while not making like rotational mistakes, then you're gonna beat the other team's second man consistently, which is gonna result in way more pressure for you, and you're probably gonna win the game. So those are the three main things I'm looking for in twos, and honestly, the other modes, ones is a lot more based on possession versus like speed. Like you don't really need to play fast in ones, honestly. You do need to have like you need to take away space with challenges, which is gonna require speed. But other than that, You don't really like need to you don't need to be fast with the ball. Um, fuck. Oh, we're fine. That's high. Yeah. Teammate should just pass it to me, and yeah. I can't. Yeah, can I score that? Yeah. Okay, cool.
That's
Uh,
actually that's kind of cool how you put that, cuz like I never really thought about that as, you know, getting more pressure as second man. Like third second man, I always thought like you'd always look for that first man and try to challenge the first man, but like the second man plays a huge part in just gaining more pressure over them, because like it can make them awkward. I never really thought about it that way. Like it's it's super smart. I'm not gonna lie. Like I still don't completely understand it, but I definitely understand like the whole like premise behind it, and it's actually super cool.
Yeah, I can clarify it a bit. I would say so in Rocket League there are. Oh, that was bad. There are four. Like I would say, I don't think I can't think of the exact number. I think it's four that I can mainly think of that are gonna like if you do these things perfectly, then you're gonna be a perfect player, which is not possible to do them perfectly. However, like just for hypothetical purposes,
Yeah,
and those things are if you want to be a perfect Rocket League player, you need to possess the ball every like be able to control the ball no matter what, so that you can actually because what do you need to be able to score in Rocket League? Like in the most simple terms, you need the ball to go in the other team's net.
yeah,
So you need the ball to score. So if you're throwing the ball away a ton, you can't score because you don't have the ball. Um, and then the next thing is you need to be a close second man, and the reason for that is like example like I'm way closer than Cage is, so now I get possession because it's all linked, right? Because
yeah,
how do you score by having pressure and the ball, and how do you build pressure? You need the ball, and by being a closer second man, you'll get more control of the ball because you're gonna get possession more than the other second man. Because the Cage guy was way further than me as second man, so then I get to get the ball as second man, and so then I get a scoring chance. I didn't make anything out of it, but eventually, as more and more and more add up, I'm eventually gonna score it. And that's the idea of like if anyone like watches like RLCS at all, you'll see these teams like M80 that like are so like these teams that are so have such talented players, but they just don't play that well, and it's typically because they're playing for like these perfect mechanical like highlight goals rather than playing for like a consistent pressure and getting lots of possessional chances. Oh, I just trolled kickoff, but I think I can. Yeah, it actually works. Zap dash. I missed it. Wow, I suck. But yeah, that's the general idea. And the only difference between twos and threes is you have to play twos with the mindset that it's just threes, but your third man is always upfield and not really like actually back to help. And so as second man, you need to kind of play in twos. You need to play like both roles basically. You need to be close and supporting the guy on your first man who's playing the ball, and then you also need to be um make sorry, lost my train of thought
no,
while
you're all
playing.
good. You're all
Yeah,
good.
you need to support the ball guy and be a better supporter than the other team's ball guy, while also being able to like cover if the ball goes like way like unexpected like over you. And it's just really tough to balance all those things because possessing the ball in a like GC plus lobby consistently is already difficult, but then you add in the being super close as a second man, and it just makes it much tougher. But that's why like when if you've ever like in a tournament or something, like you queue into like a pro team or something, and it feels like they're always on you immediately. It's because their first man is cutting space extremely fast, and then their second man is always closer than yours, so he's gonna beat you to every ball.
Yeah, that actually makes so much sense. I mean that's a cool way to break it down and like think of twos.
Yeah, it's just like a good framework that allows you to be like, okay, why did I lose this game? Or like what can I do to be a better player? And you can just look like, oh, did I possess the ball? No, yes or no. Did I try to possess the ball most of the time? Yes or no. Did I succeed at it? Yes or no. Was I a closer second man than the other team's second man? Yes or no. Like that type of stuff. and then from that you can get a good sense of like what you could be working on.
Yeah, that's very smart because I always had issues trying to learn what's like better. Like I said before we even started recording, like I always used to watch SSL gameplay, but I never knew how to implement that into my own games. So like seeing that framework is just makes it so much more, like clear on what I need to be working on and why did I lose this game? It's because of this reason and stuff like that. Like it's a good guide for high level players, for sure. Like that clarified everything for me. So that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like a lot of time when you watch like a pro replay or something like that, the issue is I know you've seen those YouTube videos where like it'll be like someone like a champ player is playing and all the diamonds in the comments are like if that guy's champ then I'm SSL or
Yeah.
like something like that. The reason for that is because you can't perceive speed well in replays. Um, so as a player that isn't a pro, a lot of times you'll watch a pro replay, and if it's anyone other than like Naupo or like I don't who else is Addo, you'll watch it and you'll be like, these guys look like they're going the same speed that like your average like GC is,
Yeah.
but they're not. They're not. You just can't tell in the replay. They're playing way faster, and then they're also able to control the ball while playing super fast. Oh, funny enough, Flushi and Aurora are both in the league we play in.
Oh yeah, you are.
Um,
That's tough.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so the thing that you don't you see all of the mechanics and stuff when you're watching like pro replays, but um, you don't see the difference in how they're playing the roles because everyone talks about like first, second, third man as like your basic rotate, but a lot of people don't understand like how those roles are supposed to be optimized. So, like as first, I need to cut the ball off there. As first, I need to be on the ball as quick as possible here, and then now I can't go for boost because I need to be closer than the other team's second man here. So now I can get boost because I'm still close and supporting. So then now once that 50 happens, I'm way closer than this guy. So now I can just kind of play with possession and get an offensive attempt that could have turned into a goal if I was better at the game. So now I need to get into a supporting position. It's about balancing that idea of boost and then being close because like oh I should have gotten that boost, but now I'm closer than Flushy is, so now I get to keep pressure, and now I could have shot if I didn't miss the boost. But so now we want to good beats by Aurora. I think that's just a goal. Yeah, but
That's yeah.
that's just from sustained pressure.
That's such a smart way of thinking about it cuz like I've definitely seen it without even thinking like that. Like me whenever I play faster, I just beat everybody and like it definitely seems like that, but I never realized like why or what was causing that and just by, making that framework, it's so smart. So it's like basically first man, you just got to play as fast as you can, try to work on beating them, making them awkward, and then the second guy just has to be close enough to support you and also be back to net, all while balancing boost basically. And that's just whoever can do it the best is gonna win the game basically.
Yeah, Rocket League, if you think about it, compared to like Counter Strike or League of
Nice shot, by the way.
Legends. Oh, thanks. Yeah, compared to like Counter Strike, League of Legends, Valorant, any other esport, it's a very simple like game. Like in terms of the amount of variables in the game, there's like a couple of cars per team, a ball, a timer, and some goals and boosts, and that's like it. Like there isn't too much to like really like optimize. The all it really is just can you master. But that's why Rocket League is such an addicting game for so many people and why so many people have so many hours in it is because it like rather than having to manage a million different things and RNG and stuff, there's just a couple of things that you need to absolutely like master and hone in on. But mastering those things is impossible, so it just becomes a never-ending spree of learning and improving. So it's very rewarding, but it can be frustrating as well too.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, it's so cool actually hearing it from somebody that's higher because it's like it makes so much more sense when you put it that way. Cause like I've never thought about it that way at all, and it's just like it's cool. It's cool. It makes me want to play the game like immediately. So it's super fun. Um, Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like it makes the game more fun for me too when I'm going into a twos lobby and I'm not thinking about am I gonna drop MMR today, and I'm more thinking like how can I, like, am I being close enough as second man? Like, am I beating the other guy's second man? And if not, how can I work on it? Like that type of. That's a good. I don't know why I didn't read that. Um, but oh my god, I'm just trolling. Aurora carry me. Oh, never mind. But yeah, it just having like an always achievable goal when you're going into like ranked is like definitely one of the best ways to improve. Like rather than worrying about MMR, which is very hard to control if you're not like, unless you're way below the rank you deserve, like it's pretty hard to control MMR. Um, so it's a lot better to control like what can you actually work on. Like if I sit here and I work on improving and making, if I can make a close second man like my instinct rather than having to like consciously work at it, then I become a better player like always, no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
Rather than having to worry about like if my mechanics are feeling good that day or whatever, like I can always just be a closer second man than the other team like most of the time. I mean, if I play like a really good player, I'm not going to be closer, but
No, for sure.
um
But one thing that I am kind of curious about is I'm a very like I can rage very fast.
mm,
This let alone can probably help me with that. But like
mm.
I don't know if you've been that type of player that's always raged and stuff. But if you have any ideas on how to stop raging or like just kind of the mental side of the game, like do you have any ideas for that or any advice that you can give people if you know they're struggling with the mental side of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the number one thing for the mental part of it is that like you just have to understand that like you're like it's really just playing to, how did I he's is he alive? Playing to improve rather than playing to go up in MMR, because what you'll go up if you just play to go up in MMR, then yeah, you'll go up like maybe you'll improve a bit just from playing, but oh, okay, he's gonna go. Other than that, like you're not really gonna ever gain that much, and that's why I like so many people are really stuck in that like 16 to like 7 like like GC2 GC3 area,
Hmm.
and it's just because there's not like there's no intent with what you're doing when you go into game other than like to win. And the issue with that is it's going to force you to do things that probably you even know yourself you probably shouldn't do,
Hmm.
such as like just banging the ball because you hope the other like player will just like miss or something, like stuff like that. That's like really not a good thing to do, but you just do it because you like just want to win your ranked game.
That's
um
yeah.
yeah.
No, for sure. But like that makes a lot of sense. I feel like also paired with what you were saying earlier about kind of what you look for and how you go into a game and try to improve, like that'll help as well, instead of just thinking, oh crap, I gotta win this game or whatnot. It's more like, all right, I need to do this to win this game. And it's like, okay, why did I lose that? Because I didn't do it better than the other players, or like all that situation. And it's just, it makes a lot of sense and it works. It'll probably work for a lot of people. So that's amazing insight. Like I never even thought about it that way. I know I say that a lot like a broken record, but like
Yeah.
it is cool to always get somebody else's perspective on how they learned any advice they have, because it makes it so much easier for other players to just kind of follow the same framework. And maybe it works for them, maybe it doesn't, but it's
Yeah.
definitely something different.
Yeah, I mean, because the reason you rage is typically gonna be like just a like being like I know for me like my typical reason to rage would be like losing and then not being sure of what I'm doing wrong.
But
Like
yeah.
that, I feel like when you're not in control is when you like want to just start like where you just get angry because you're like, oh, it's not my fault, it's my teammates' fault, or like I'm not like I feel like I suck and I don't even know like why, like what am I doing wrong?
Yeah, that was me for a long time on trying to get to GC3. That's for
Mm,
sure what I felt like. I'm like, you know, I've been working on my mechanics. I've been trying to work on playing smarter, working on ones, and like none of that stuff really seemed to help. So, you know, definitely getting a higher ranked players, you know, thought about it. Holy, a shot,
Yeah,
but
yeah, well
it
played.
does make sense. So that's super cool.
Yeah, let's see if I can get a reset here. I'm gonna nah fake it. Yeah, mechs aren't really going well. Wait, is my teammate out? Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, brother, that's
I didn't
fair.
even realize that. Yeah, I was locked into the rage combo.
Yeah, no biggie.
Yeah, he's probably just mad because he trolled 2 kickoffs and then just we got scored on again. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm done.
So in terms of defense, what would you say is the most crucial thing to worry about when you're on defense? Because I feel like sometimes my offense could be really good, but you know my defense is really garbage. So it's like, what are some things you know, yourself and try to improve on defense in twos at least?
The number one like thing that I look for defensively is like why am I in a position that's like a lot of times you'll end up in a position on defense that's like super awkward and just like a really tough save or whatever. It's better to look at the like why am I in this position where I would have to make a super tough save rather than like the save or the awkward spot itself. And the usual culprit for that is just a bad challenging or not taking away space quick enough. Because, for example, if I gave Marcus the whole field right now to do whatever he wanted, then he's probably going to be a lot more threatening and be able to beat me and force out a bad challenge from me. Whereas if we're consistently taking the space away from them, then they aren't going to be able to really put us in an awkward spot because our challenges are going to be very clear and defined. But once you're actually on defense, the most important thing is just like observation and recognition, just understanding like where your teammate is and what you think they're going to do. And a lot of it's pattern recognition for defense. So like in terms of if oh my god, I trolled the Spanish. Oh no, okay, they Spanish. But yeah, a lot of it's pattern recognition with like in situations where you're not sure who should go um between like offense and defense, like between first and second man, like who should jump to challenge, who should what. A lot of it's just pattern recognition, and then also like car. I like to call it car language because it's not body language, but it's like what you can kind of tell they want to do based on how they're moving.
Yeah.
So if you see your teammate like edging up, like looking like he's gonna go, like you can even throw like a take the shot in chat if you want, but you just like. But the number one thing in solo queue, in my opinion, is it's better to do the right thing than to like um just like cater to a teammate. So if your teammate like if you think your teammate is gonna go, then sure leave it. But like just try to make the right choice as much as you can without like completely trolling, because that's what's gonna let you improve when you have like a better teammate on your team.
Yeah, that makes sense though. Like, yeah. No, yeah, like I'm really trying to think about it because all these points are like very smart. It just kind of all, you know, revolves around having pressure, making them awkward. And if you make them awkward, you're always going to be on offense. So it's kind of like an offensive defense kind of in a sense. Basically, you want to put so much pressure on them that they can't even put you in a defensive position.
Exactly, yeah. Like if you look at really good teams against worse teams, they'll usually have very few saves. Like, cause you really don't. Even if the other team has like some shots, like you really, because they really don't need to be in a spot where a shot. They're not gonna allow situations where shots are gonna be put on target.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like in threes, that's kind of how I've seen it. You know, I've been playing with you know, my two stack or three stack, however
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
And like
yeah.
we're a very aggressive team, and the reason we lose is because you know we make bad touches or the touches that we were supposed to make that would have helped player or beat players didn't, and that's how we got scored on. So it's like, you know, it's either we're all in and we're playing really well and we don't have any saves, or you know, it's just like I for sure get what you mean there. So that's cool. Oh, jeez. Good save.
Yeah, that was a tough spot. My didn't put it on net after getting 2 demos, so it's kind of just like a weird spot now. I'm gonna try to cut the space. Teammate goes too though. It just like that's what's tough about solo queue is it's like your teammate will take too long to go, so then you'll go, but then they'll go the moment you try to like cut. Oh my,
Wow,
wow.
what a shot.
Yeah.
Okay, in that situation then, like say you guys do double commit, what's your main goal? Like to just go straight after the opponent or, just get back, try to get boost or what's kind of your thing? Or is it more situational?
It's very situational. I mean, like you basically just you if you double commit with someone, you basically have to if you're in solo queue with no comms, you have to make a really quick evaluation of like what who's in a better position to then go because your main goal is to defend your net after a double commit. So you're basically saying who can defend better. That person needs to go back, and then the other people um need to the other guy needs to then work on pressuring, like resuming the pressure, because that's the issue with when you double commit. Other than giving the other team like free space and possession, you need to be able to recut that space back as quickly as you can to get like to start building your own pressure again. Um, so that's kind of the toughest part. But as long as you avoid getting like instantly scored on after the double commit, then you just kind of have to reinstate yourself with like building that pressure up and like regaining possession of the ball and rebuilding pressure.
For sure. So in terms of, we're in 1600 right now, so it seems like you're definitely handling business, but 17, 1800, like what's different about those lobbies than, 1600 lobbies?
A lot of it's just a mechanical difference. There isn't a huge difference in like there isn't a huge difference in the like speed or like better challenging. Like everything's a little bit better as you go up, but like not by a massive margin. The main difference is definitely yeah, the main difference is 100% like just a mechanical gap, honestly.
Yeah, so just basically little things, nothing crazy,
Yeah.
like different, just the little things getting better.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad to see, and it's why so many like pro players talk about how like NA rank 2s is so bad, and it's just because like people don't really like take the time to improve on the things that we've talked about like in this past, I don't know how long it's been.
Like
um
35 minutes, yeah.
yeah, they just kind of sit in training packs and stuff rather than, which is a great thing to do, but like most people aren't working on improving like their idea of like what they should be doing in Rocket League. They're more focused on like how many flip resets they can get and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's
I feel like that's why you see a lot of streamers that, they don't have a lot of mechanics like SSL Stone or, like they don't have crazy mechanics, but they know exactly what to do. And that's why, they're up there in 2K or, like Chief Beef or stuff like
yeah,
that. Like a lot of good players that are up there, high in consistency, but they're not the most mechy players on the map. They could do basically all the right things, but you know they're not super mechanical, and that's not their edge. But their edge is knowing how well to play, and you know they've mastered all those fundamentals of decision making and playing it perfectly to that point. So that's probably a big reason why a lot of players are having trouble, because they're trying to get mechanics just out like insane, like they're trying to go crazy, because that's what I tried doing,
mm,
because I didn't really know how to improve. But for sure that makes a lot of sense in the fact that it's more brain power than it is mechs, but your mechs still have to be pretty good to get to that level. You
oh
just
no, yeah, yeah. Because the goal of mechanics is the that's the another thing that's like a strong wow.
what a
That's like
flick.
another yeah, a strong misconception about what mechanics are for. Like if you ask someone like just what are mechanics for, they'll usually say like oh scoring or like I don't know. Yeah, just like yeah, scoring, doing cool stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
When in reality, mechanics are supposed to be used for possession. So like
Hmm.
that's that. Most people when they go into their training packs and stuff of that sort, they're working on like solo plays and stuff, which is fine because it helps with card control. But like a big thing that you can do to put yourself like above everyone else is work on stuff that isn't like stuff that isn't shooting, such as like control touches and like transitional mechanics like that allow you to transition from like the wall to the air to ground, like pop-ups and stuff like that. Because like you can't go for the flip reset without control of the ball, and that's why
Yeah.
like a lot of players will spend so much time working. Oh my god.
Pain.
Teammate, yeah.
Yeah. Pain.
A lot of times people will spend a lot of time working on mechanics, and then they're like, oh, but I feel like I never have the chance to actually use them. And it's just because you have to like improve the like you have to be able to put yourself in a position to use them. Where's my second man? And then, yeah, that's the difference right there between oh, please score that.
Oh,
Close.
close.
Yeah, it
Very
wasn't as
cool
open
ball.
as I thought. That's should be a goal still. Oh no, he got a good shot on it.
So as first man, like, are you trying to beat one person and then 50 the second, or like, you're just trying to outplay and make them awkward, basically, like we talked about
Yeah,
earlier?
yeah. First man, you're basically just playing for your teammate. Like, if you can make a play as first man that you just do it yourself, then like absolutely like just do it yourself. Oh, did he just do it himself? No. Yeah, if you can do it yourself, do it yourself. But like the majority of the time where you don't have tons of space, the goal is to get just get the ball to your teammate with space, because like basically often you're gonna get challenged so that you don't have space yourself, but then what you can do is take a 50, and then that will free up your teammate to have space to do something. So like that, like that
Yeah.
was just try to get this centered for him. Oh, pop that high.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I don't want to dive here with no boost. All right. Oh, that's a bad cut. Alright, so I'll try to control this. Get a reset to force him back. He doesn't respect it. That's a good play, honestly. Uh, Try to kill this guy so he can't shoot. And that should be a goal, yeah.
Nice. Good play. So, like, what makes a bad cut and a good cut? Because, like, I saw there he was trying to close the space and, like, get a good play for you, but
Mhm.
it could make you awkward. So, what makes a bad cut and a good cut?
A bad cut would be when I have control of the ball. Like, I have control of the ball there.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't need to make a cut. The goal of cuts is to close space, like to the goal of a cut should be to maintain possession. The goal of everything you do offensively should be either to score, like going for a bump or something, or maintaining possession. So in that scenario, like I have full control of the ball, so he doesn't need to make a cut because we have full possession.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that makes sense.
if I was about to get a 50, then sure, cut me, because then you can take it to the wall and get like a solo, like, and you're not getting 50'd. But I wasn't gonna have a 50. Like I had a free solo, so there wasn't any reason to take it from me really.
Yeah.
All right, another game, another same teammate, but he wasn't bad at all, so I'm not too worried about it. Gonna get this across. Try to keep it close as I can, but like it's obviously tough to keep that ball off the backboard close. Teammate just needs to pop it over. Yeah,
Oh,
nice,
nice
well done.
shot.
Yeah, well done by Falls. I think, does he have the SSL tag? Oh no, it's Aurora that does. Yeah, but most of the people at this rank are gonna be like typically at least 1800, as it's still early, like first week of the season. So
Yeah.
1660, which is like right where we're at, is where SSLs start. So no matter
Jeez.
how high SSL, you just start at 1660.
Yeah.
So these aren't bad lobbies at all. Oh, teammate. Okay. Um, Hopefully you can regain that space. Nice. Okay, well done. I should be able to. Oh, his teammate wants it again. Fair enough. Can't hate on him. Okay, so we're gonna try to control this to the wall here. Should get a 50. Yeah, that's not too bad. My teammate's really far as second man though, so they're gonna get possession of it. Um, I missed the boost again. That's not how I end the backflip.
All good.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait for his touch here. Just kind of see what he does. I'm just gonna let him do that because I don't really need to close space on something that isn't a threat. And now teammate should score. All he needs to do is bang it. I'll demo this guy. Yeah, he didn't still score. Just put it high. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Okay, we're fine.
Uh,
Oh no.
I just need to make sure this isn't a goal in our net. I'll control it to the corner and then try to get a 50 just to close space because I lost possession in that moment. So my goal changed from possession to um, closing space. Good flick by my teammate. Might be able to score it. Nah. All right. I'll go up to try to pancake this. Nah, it didn't work. I missed it completely. Yeah, it's getting to the point where the mechs aren't going to be, oh, that's a fantastic challenge. All he has to do is put it mid. Unfor it. I'll control the, I got bumps. That's fine. I'll just, now my goal is to cut space. So I'm just going to try to kill this guy. And now I'll let my teammate be first. Gonna cut space here on the wall, try to get a kill, but forces him off of it, so it works. Teammate can take it now. No, just let him cook, basically. Just try to be close to second man so that I can follow this ball. And then now I should get a solo. He could bump by him. But that's what, like, Aurora's playing well because he's making it so that every time every time I take possession off of him, he's switching to that challenge, like taking my space away as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So that's what's making him threatening. This could be bad. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna try to control it. I can let my teammate go. Yeah. Nice. And I'm just gonna try to demo Aurora really quick. I didn't get it. Oh, that's a good double. Not intentional, but still good. Just gonna. Okay. Okay, he's gonna beat me, but I'll just go for demo and then I'll recut this. Just kind of make it so that doesn't have like tons of time to set up the mechanic he wants. Alright, yeah, just have to be closer as a second man. I'm gonna get bumped here. I don't have any boosts, just unfortunate. But now I can reset. Not a good challenge by my teammate. He should have waited for me to be closer. And that's the whole idea behind that concept of like waiting for your teammate to be ready to chow, because you want your second man as close as possible. Should have passed this up with a pinch. I didn't get the pinch exactly how I wanted it. Should be a goal maybe. Yeah, nice.
Nice, good goal. So like as first man, you know, are you waiting for your chance to challenge it? So say like you were false there when you got demoed. So would you just wait there and like try to get your teammate back in as close as a second man and then challenge, or are you just trying to go and do something on your own?
Yeah, so your goal as first man is basically to like cut space as quickly as possible, while if you want to make the best challenge you can, you need to like take account of your where your second man is, because like it's a two-man process. So we both need the first man to be ready to take space away, and we need the second man closer than the other team's second man, so that the 50 will most likely result in us keeping possession. So basically what he did wrong there was I got demoed, so I'm not there to be a close second man, and then he took a 50 while the other team's second man was like ready, which basically means that if his 50 isn't like a complete like win for him, like where he gets it to control it again, it's probably they're gonna get possession, and then they're gonna get a scoring attempt.
Okay,
So
yeah, that makes sense.
as first man, you're basically just trying to manage whether if you think you can just hard win a challenge, then sure, go for it. But if you want to be as like methodical and safe as possible, then the goal should be like have a close second man and then take the space. But it's also balancing. Like you can't wait forever for your second man to get into positions. So you just kind of a confidence. Like if you're first man, you're like, oh, I can definitely win this chow. Then sure, go for it. But just understand, like if you make a chow and your second man's nowhere near you, and then you blame them for it, it's like not. It's a little iffy there.
No, yeah, that makes complete sense. I mean, like, it kind of seems like it's all situational and also just kind of like a balance of everything, which I mean, that it kind of is that in twos. So like, nah, it makes complete sense, and it's fun to like hear it from your perspective because it's different things. But
Mm.
once again, you know, it's a broken record. But nah, it's fun. It's fun. But is there anything else you want to touch on? Kind of some like super specific things that might help players rank up, or you know, get a little edge on other players, or
I mean, honestly, I kind of gave the whole if they paid attention, then they got the whole method for
yeah,
getting going literally any rank to pro. So,
nice.
it's really all just like grinding and understanding that like you're not gonna see results like in like it's there's no like instant gratification. Like you're not gonna work on like possession for an hour and then become zen. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna take time to see like really any improvement. And when you're learning things, you often get
Oh, that was almost
you
gross.
often you often get worse at like you're probably gonna get like drop MMR when you try to learn these things because you're gonna be so focused on that you're gonna be messing up at other things.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll try to take possession of the ball and you'll end up just whiffing and missing.
Good 50. Yeah.
Yee. But it's really just about staying like dedicated to
To your craft, basically. Like, just, you know, something, it's one thing you got to work on, just focus on it until you master it and then move on to the next. And
yeah, basically
that's
just trust
basically,
the process. Like and it's really tempting to just start like not really working. But if you really want to improve and rank up and become a better player, which is going to allow you to rank up consistently and not worry about when you're having good days, bad days, whatever. It's just about understanding those ideas of as first man, you need to take away space as much as you can with good challenges. Second man, you need to be closer than the other team's second man, and then when you're on offense, you need to possess the ball as much as you can, and it all ties together and goes more. And I could do a whole like uh, there's a whole like analysis, like almost lecture about this that I was an RLCS coach presented to me, where
yeah.
that stuck with me forever. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's a slow Rocket League is a slow grind. Like there's no cheat codes.
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely know that. That's, I have a lot of hours in this game. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely hear that. But, yeah, man, I appreciate all the insight. And, like, I'm ready to grind. I want to go, I want to go try some things. So, man, I
Yeah.
really appreciate it.
No, no worries. Let me know if you ever need anything. I'm always down to shoot some stuff. So we can do
Awesome.
like coaching. We can do this again. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'd be down to have you spectate me maybe next time, and you know we can go
See,
through that
yeah,
process.
you can try implementing some of this stuff, and then I can see like give you some coaching advice or something.
I'm way down, man. I'm super down.
I bet.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Awesome. Later. All right, guys, and that's the video. I hope everybody found that kind of more beneficial. Because I know I did for sure. It was it was kind of cool. Like the more I watch it and actually go through it, the more I pick out of it and more useful information I have of it. I'm probably gonna try to get back with them maybe around next week. So I don't know. It's the 13th right now, Friday the 13th. That's actually kind of cool. So yeah, it's Friday the 13th right now. You know, we might go next week and maybe he could spectate some of my gameplay and kind of do some tips for me. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like and you know maybe subscribe. I'm for sure over on Twitch. I try my best to stream daily, and yeah, we do a lot of ones viewer tourneys. So feel free to come in, try to beat me, and yeah, win yourself a tournament. So thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.